Talk about a fabulous Friday, at least weather-wise. Anthony's out back to tell us what's coming our way tonight.
Yeah, Scott, tonight not as cold as it has been in recent days, and it's a bit warmer today. I'm trying out a new style. I'm not sure if it fits me. Before we get into the forecast, if we can pan to the waterfall, I want to mention something real quick. Kurt wanted me to mention this. It's off. Consider this a bit of a spring cleaning. We're just clearing out the pumps, making sure it's all operational and ready to go when we need it. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure you at home made sure it's not broken, and we have our Atlas repair people coming early next week. So let's take a look at today's high temperatures. It was a fantastic day. Hopefully you're out there enjoying it. I was out on the trail today running. I saw a bunch of people out there. Scranton, the warmest day we've seen since December 19th. Similar case for Williamsport. Overall, great day. Mount Pocono, you're only in the lower 40s for today, and people are out there enjoying all the warm weather. People are out to town going on for your Friday evening. Maybe it's because of Friday evening, maybe it's because it's warm, maybe a little bit of both. So hopefully you're able to enjoy it. And something, we've been talking about such a frigid, cold winter recently. I want to look ahead to see what we're looking forward to next. So March 1st, the average high is 43. St. Patrick's Day, it's already 48. Easter, it's 56, and that's April 5th. And then Tax Day, it's coming up soon, but at least you got something to look forward to. The average high on Tax Day is 61 degrees. So let's get into the forecast now. Enough banter about the other stuff. There's a warm front that's lifting off to the north, and then there's a cold front that will swing by on Sunday, making it much colder. So we have to enjoy about the next 24 hours because we're seeing more mild temperatures. The winds are now out of the south, carrying in that warmer air. Right now in German, you're at 40 degrees. Right now in Williamsport, you're at 47, and Montgomery at 44. And this is a big improvement from 24 hours ago, about a 10-degree bump from when I joined you this time yesterday. It will continue to have a clear sky overnight, but notice not dropping down into the teens like we did this morning, at 31 degrees under partly cloudy skies, noticeably warmer. And those temperatures pretty much the same. Some of us will dip briefly below freezing, especially for those elevated spots. Lake Harmony 27, Palmerton 27, but again, noticeably warmer. And if you're taking your dog out for a walk, Pudgy, if you're unable to get a walk in for today, tomorrow will also be fantastic. Green pause, but notice a few more clouds there in the afternoon. Should still be getting to the 50s for tomorrow. And here's what it's going to look like on future clouds and radar. A couple clouds built in, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it with a couple clouds, maybe a sprinkle in the northern tier, but that should just be about it. Tomorrow will be a fantastic day of heading out. But then it turns colder, and our next weather maker coming on Sunday morning. We'll talk about that, more about that in a second. But notice those southerly winds carrying us in for Saturday. It'll be a bit gusty at times. We're talking about 20 and 30 mile an hour winds. And then those winds shift out to from the north on Sunday. It'll also be breezy on Sunday as that cold air begins to filter in. So a south wind to a north wind, and you see what that does to temperatures. 52 on your Saturday. But Sunday, barely getting into the 30s, and it'll be feeling colder than that with the winds, and then the temperature into Monday will be about 15. Into Sunday morning, a couple scattered snow showers out and about there. We're not expecting much accumulation, and whatever we do see is likely just to drift off and melt. So you won't really notice that much snow building. It's not going to be one of those things where you can't walk on your trail anymore, and we're talking about prolonged cold, but you'll notice a couple flurries out there in the morning, and then we'll break out into some sunshine for your Sunday. So we're thinking, when you ever see a decimal before the number, we're good. But coating to maybe an inch in those elevated spots. So here is that cold front as it's passing in, kick up some more clouds for Sunday, but that leaves. But next week, we talk about this low pressure train that's going to be coming in. The first one on Monday, it does weaken, not looking at precipitation for Monday. The next one sending in will be on Tuesday. It's looking like it'll start off as snow Tuesday morning and then transition to a rain. And then we have a brief day of some clouds, just some clouds on Wednesday, but then rain showers push through on Thursday. So you know the drill. It gets warm a little bit, and then we're talking about precipitation chances. That's usually the trade-off. So cold for Sunday and Monday, those temperatures in the 30s. Does warm up a bit, but then we'll watch those rain chances for the good part of next week. But Scott, tomorrow, really no good excuses to not be outside. Not that I'm forcing anybody to be outside. You can stay in if you want, but 50 degrees and some sunshine, not too bad of a weather day for Saturday. Like we were talking about yesterday, we haven't seen a sunny 50-degree Saturday in 16 weeks, so better enjoy it.
I think that's good advice, Anthony.
Yeah.
Thank you. The arts are